Howdy folks, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. We are getting close to finishing this area, although I do keep finding secret puzzles, don't I? That keeps happening. So it's a 5 over there, 4 there, we might be onto the 4s. Yeah, okay, let's do a 4. 1, 2 and 3, okay. I think there's easily going to be extra spaces here. And well, your 1s. Your 1s, your 1s. You can't be a 1, so you're with that, so you're that. It's mingle shape, yes. Yeah, okay, good. I guess, like, I was assuming that, but only because of, like, I know it's connected to the area that I'm in, so of course it would be a mingle shape, but I hadn't really thought about that. I was just like, because I guess I've just had dinner and I was playing before that, and I just carried the mingle shape over, even though I wasn't thinking about whether it actually applies or not, and I didn't look over here, anything like that, so yeah. But I'm glad I've established that it definitely is happening. These 2s cannot point at each other in any way, so you must go like that, right? And that's true. Then this cannot be, like this here cannot be a single, it can't be a 2, it has to be a 3. This is definitely a 4. This feels like it's going too easily, but I guess we'll see. This has to be a single. I like that rule of like, there's 2 shapes next to each other, so the other one must be the other shape. And in fact, we've got the same thing here, so this is going to have to be this. And then we've got this, no, we have a different thing here. This is either a single or it's a 2. It can be a 2 because it would be touching these in either case. However, if it's a 2 that way, then this bit up here can't work. If it's a 2 that way, then things can work over here, but I don't want to jump to that conclusion because this could still be a single. This is a single, that's a 2. Oh, that doesn't work actually. Oh no, that could be a 3. Yeah, okay, let's not jump ahead there. What else can I actually do? This 2 could go upwards, could go leftwards, can't go downwards. So at the very least, this is true. Which means that this is true. No, it could just be that. It could just be that. I'm not going to put a border on it yet. Also, it's either a single or it's a 3, right? Yes, it can't be a 2. If it's a 3, it goes up to there and puts the 2 that way. Ooh, it can't be a 3, because if it goes to there, then you would have no space that you could continue into. You can't go there, because of this being a part of a 3, or there, because of this being part of a 3. So you are a single. Okay. Wait, since you can't go there or there, you have to go either here, or both. Yeah, so that doesn't really tell me anything. Wait, this is between a 1 and a 3, so this has to be a 2. And so therefore this has to be a 3. So hopefully that works out here. It looks like it works out there. This is 2 3s. So this could be a single, or it could be part of this 2. Where's a good place to go from here? Like maybe the way this is either a 2. So you can't go that way. You're going to go this way and this way. Or both. What's that mean? Okay, if you go this way, then... No. Can't say anything about that. I know that you don't go that way. Maybe that's a good thing to mark down for now. So whatever's here can't be a 3. It could be a 1. I think there is a constraint here. So since this can't be a 1, this can't be a 1. This is either a 2 or a 3. It could be a 3 like that, and that could be a 2. That does work out. If it's a 2 though, then this has to be a 3. That doesn't work out, so it's not a 2. This is a 3. And you're a 2. And then this can't go down, so it goes this way. No, I'm worried about this. I think it's fine. It's fine. Cool. Another 4. Mingle and Polyomino, they're all 2s, but we could have other shapes because there's no shape bank. So, you can't go up or to the right, so you go left or down. You can't go that way either, or that way either. And so you can't go upwards, because that would make this either a 2 or 2 ones next to each other, which is not right, so you go that way. This could be a, in fact it has to be a 3? Yes, it has to be a 3. Okay. This can't go upwards. This can't be a 2, it could be a 1. What else have I got going on here? That could go that way. What else is going on here? Well, if that's a 2, well, it could be a 3. It could be a 3, and then a 2 and a 2. It can't be a 2, though. But it could be a 1. Right? It could be a 1, and... It could be a 1, and then... 2, 2... Ooh, no. If that's a 1... If that's a 1... Then... That can't be a 1, so it'd have to be a 2 or more. If it's a 2 like that, then it's next to these 2, so it can't be. So it'd have to be connected to you, and then you'd have to come down. No, it could be 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. It can sometimes be hard to see all the possibilities. Do I know that this continues out here? No, because that could be a 1. If that is a 1, then this is not a 1 or a 2. So this would have to go like this, regardless of whether this is part of it as well. It may be part of it. Which means this is separate. So you either go down or to the right. If you go down, though, this couldn't be a... No, it could be a 1. No, it can't be a 1. If this goes down, this can't be a 1 because this would come over this. Then that couldn't be a 1, so this had to come over this way, and then we have 2 2s next to each other, so it goes this way, I think. That means you go that way. That means you go that way. That's a 1. It means this is not a 2. It could be a 1. This 2 cannot go this way or this way. It could go up or to the left. This could be a single. It can't be a 2. It could be more than a 2. This could be a single. Can't be a 2. Could be more than a 2. We're seeing that in a lot of places. Singles or more than 2s. What's another good place to do something here? Is there a little loop thing that happens here? If you're a 2 going up, you're a single, you're a 2. You're potentially more than a single, but then that 2 would have to go down, which would have to make this not a 2. So single, and then that would go there, which is contradicting itself. Like, I think this loop cannot involve you going upwards. Let's do that again. Let's do it with the pencil. So that's 2. That's a 1. Because it can't be a 2. So then it's that's quite a... Can I undo a note? Yes. That's a 2. So this is a something. It might be a 3 or whatever, but whatever. It pushes this one down. Is the most important point. Then this can't be a 2 going to there. So it has to be a 2 going that way, but it can't be a 2 going that way. It can't be a 2 at all. Sorry, it has to be a single. And nothing else would fit, which would make this also a single, which it can't be. So that cannot go up. I mean, yeah, I guess that was a pretty big, like, it's not really a bifurcation, but because I didn't have to go like 2 different. I mean, I sort of did. I went one way and realized it doesn't. Yeah, it's a bifurcation. This goes this way. That means you're not. You could be a 3, I guess. You are not a 2. You could be a 1. You could be more than a 1. But that does mean that you don't go that way, at the very least. And if you go up, then that causes problems here, I think. Yes, because then these has to be 2 singles, which they could not be. So you go that way. So you're a single. So you go that way. This is a 3. I hope that's correct. This goes up. It can't be a 2, so it must go this way. It might continue. Right, it might continue. That means you're like that. And that makes you not a 2. So you must go like... Uh-oh. I've hit an error, I think. 2, then what here? Single, single. It can't be. I've made a mistake. I've somehow made a mistake in all that. How? You could be a single. It's an accidental bifurcation. You can be a single. Oh well. I mean, I guess, okay, no, I shouldn't do that. I guess I've realized that that definitely is a single. But I haven't necessarily proven that that goes down there. This could be, it could go over this way and just be a really big piece of it like this. This can either be a single or a 3. If it's a single, then that'd be a single. So this has to be, okay, I could have done that first. That has to be a 3. So then this has to go this way. This can't be a 2. So that can't go up, that goes down, there we go. Then this is either a single or a 3. It's that classic situation again. It can't be a 2, so you don't go that way. In fact, if you're a single, you can't come this way either, because we'd have another thing here. And you can't go, yeah, you're not a single, you're a 3. Okay. Hey! Sorry, some of the logic I do, I don't even say the whole thing, I just move on. There's some, these crops? What am I looking at here? Or is it just other plants? They look, yeah, they look like they're sort of at a distance meant to look like crops, but when you're close, you're like, no, that's just like a small bush, and that, or like that's a tree scaled down or something. I'm unsure. Like that. It's totally at a distance meant to look like kind of pumpkin-y or something, right? All these are. But it's just the same stuff as this stuff. Anyway, oh gosh, there's one in there as well. And there's that 5. Okay, I guess we're doing this. T, U, or U. Okay, they're an extension of each other. Okay. What can we do? I'm going to guess that there's only a certain way you can go. So if you've got a flat edge against here, then you're either here, which seems fine, or here, which also seems fine. In fact, that seems good because of you fitting in. But you might not fit in like that. You could also stick up, but only that way. Is there any other way you could go? I think not. And now I've completely forgotten what the things were that I considered. That might be a better place to start. We don't have any shapes that are like very like the same shape very close to another copy of that shape. So this thing here, it's kind of stuck in, like this is clearly going to come up here a little bit. It's kind of stuck in this space. Like something like that. I don't know. It's not precise, but since it's kind of stuck in that place, I think the 4 part of this has to be here. Yeah, because if it's like over here, then this shape can't fit in. So that's true. That's the 4. Whether it sticks out here or here or here, I don't know. But I do know that it can't stick out there, there, or there. In which case, this can only go one way. Right? Like this. So then you may be part of that, or you may be a single, but that's you done. I was expecting these to maybe get close enough to each other, but I mean they can't because they're too far away from each other. I was thinking like maybe it would be a puzzle where we propagate along and then this first one ends up constraining the one at the end, but no. It is not that. So since we only have these 3 shapes, this has to be part of a T. And therefore it's going to be part of that T. Is there any T that would fit there? Okay. And then therefore this needs to be one of these shapes. It's got to be a staircase. Interesting. It could be like that. Or it could be like this. There's a few ways that could go. Maybe only 2 ways that could go. Or wait, this could be sticking up. Sorry, yeah, I forgot that this is not a border yet. This is not a border. How can this T-shape go? Well, it can't go here. Could go here, but then what will fit in here? Nothing. Oh, this is actually concerning. No, I see it. That's going like that. Then we've got this here. Yeah. I think that's the only way that could have worked. I'm happy to just go with that. I eyeballed it, but whatever. Oh, it can't be a single. Because it's a shape bank puzzle. Classic problem. So then this has to be a staircase like this. Okay. And this is this, for sure. You just don't forget the rules. The puzzles are not too bad. Since this and this are here, this has to be a staircase like this, in which case you'll that. This is going to have to be part of a T-shape like this. Well, I mean, you could be part of the stairs, but it would leave this by itself. So you're a T-shape like this. Then your stairs, but not touching this. So it must be like that, I think. Yes, I think so. You're not stairs. And you're, wait, so you're not that or that, so you are T-shape, which must be like this. Yeah, because these 3 shapes can fit into basically the same spaces as each other, you do have to be careful not to just go, well, that shape fits there. No, like, gotta look at the adjacency of the regions. What else we got? We've got adjacency here, so this is one of those. It could be like that. And this is also one of those. In fact, I've just seen it. If I see it, I do it. That's you done. Is it just those 2 or are there more? It can't be just you 2, because, well, unless there are no bonus ones, but I doubt that's the case. Who the heck are you? What do you belong to? Ah! Ooh, where have I just ended up? Do you belong to this one? You are just... Oh, look, it says 1, 3, 4, 6. Cute. That's not going to be everything, right? Or is it going to be everything? What's the size of the region? It is 43. Add up these numbers. 4 plus 6. No, just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, nowhere near, right? Let's do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. I mean, it's near. It's only 6 away. In fact, that has to be other things because, like, there's a hole in that 6 that this couldn't fit into. Yeah, these can't all slot into each other. Oh, that's going to be part of the thing. Part of the thing is dealing with that. Okay, curious. Like, which ones can slot inside each other? Well, this 4 and this 1 are far away from each other. So, in fact, we've got 2 there. Do I think it's likely that no, this 3 and the 6 can't slot into each other because they're like you can at most go up to there, and so your gap would be here, but the 3 can't be that far over that way. So these can't slot into each other there either. So we're expecting 6 left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have I gotten something wrong here? 1, 2. There's definitely can't have anything in them. That definitely can't have the 3 in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there some way that can have something in it? Because then we've got these 2 from the 3s, but how those get filled? These 4, sorry. How would those get filled? Have I miscounted? Maybe I've miscounted. What did I end up with? Okay, I think one thing I can do is, because of the 6 being here, there's actually only one space it can fit, right? It's like there. Because if it goes over, it can't like contain one of these numbers in its gaps. Yeah, it has to be there, right? I think so. Right, you can be horizontal. That's the bit I'm missing. Maybe. Wait, but then this 3 can't fit. Okay, so that's clearly not true. What am I missing about that? How could that be true? Right, maybe because this can be horizontal. Oh, they can all be rotated. Like how I just realized that about that, but not about all the others. They can all be rotated. I think because they're numbers, I was like, I just didn't consider that they could be another way around. Okay, yeah, that makes a big difference. Okay. Yeah, that changes things massively. Kind of too much. It's suddenly scary again. So I do know that some of these are going to be slotting into each other, and now I know how that can happen. But how do I make a first step here? If you were vertical, I think you would then actually only have one place you could go, right? No matter which position you would be in, either there or there, you could then only fit there. No, in fact, you couldn't fit at all. So you can't be vertical. You are horizontal. That's right. Like, there's no arrangement of you that would work. The 4 wouldn't even have space. Like, sure, they can like interlock with each other, but it just wouldn't have space. A 6 like that with that 4 there. How would the 4 fit in? 6 could go. Ooh, actually, I'm seeing something that might very well be what's going on here. The 6 could be like that. Oh, this is horrendous. How am I supposed to work with this? Yeah, there are ways these can wrap around each other. As long as you only wrap around in this bit, though, not that bit. So the same is kind of true for all of them, basically. Do I know that, what was it, 6 that we need to kind of have overlapping? Since you can't overlap, well, I mean, no, you could slot into the 3 or something. No, it's 6 that we need to have non-overlapping. 1, 2. How many open spaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 are gonna slot into each other in some way. Okay, that's clearly not how I do this. That's too, like, there's nothing to work with there. Okay, so this 4 can't go over this side. It can't go, like, this can't be its edge either. So either this is its edge or this is its edge. Not necessarily true, but it is true because there's nowhere I could put it like here or here where this space would be, like, if I go 1 in from any corner, there's nothing there. Okay, so you are along here or along here. You could be downwards because the 3 would fit. You could be that way because the 6 would fit in any rotation or whatever. But that means you do not go into that top section, but that's way too many things to leave out, so something else is going in there. And it's clearly going to be the 6 in the way that I just realized it totally is. I think that's a good enough deduction. Like, I know that something has to go in that space. These can't reach it. And the 4 has to be in the bit that's not the hole in the middle of the 6. So that's the only way that can go. And that constrains the 4 enough to do this. And then that constrains 3 enough to do this. And then that constrains you enough to do that. And then I guess I just put borders on them. Ta-da! Neat. We found a bonus puzzle there. Gosh, we still have all these to do. And there's probably more. There's another one. There's a 4 here. 2 and a 3. So 2, 3, and... I mean, am I sure? But yeah, it has to be a 3. It can't be a 2 and a 1 because there's no 1. So 2, 3, and 2 by 2. Therefore... No, this could be 2 and then 3, I guess. I was going to say it had to be a 2 by 2 in here. That's not true. If this were a 3, though, it would make this not doable because there'd be a 3 and a 2 next to it. It can't be a 2 by 2. So this is a 2 by 2. Yeah. Then this is a 2 in some direction. It could be in either direction. Although if I do a 2 upwards, this would then have to be a 3, which has to be upwards. 2 upwards, 3 upwards, but then this would have to be a 3, which it can't be, so you go that way. That's probably too much bifurcation. This is a 2. I should have done that first. Therefore, this is this. Okay. But I've done it already. Whatever. This is a 3. This is a 2, 2. This could be a 2. This has to be a 2. So for this is a... Well, it could still be a 2 or a 3. That's fine. This is a 3. Well, this is a 3. Let's do that one first. This is a 2. Either that way or that way. If that's a 2 upwards, this has to be a 2 by 2, which is fine. If it's a 2 that way, then this is a 3. And that's a 3. Must be a nice way to do this bit, I think. 2 and 2. So this is a 3. If that's a 3 upwards, what does that say about this space? It can't be done. Because it can't be a 3, and that can't be a 2, so there's a 3 that way. Okay. So then does that resolve this space? Maybe 2, and so it can't be a 2 and a 3, so that is a 3. I think, so this is a 2. So that's forced to be a 2, that's forced to be a 2. That makes that makes this a 2 in some direction. If it's that way, then, hold on, is there a nice way to do this? If it's that way, then this is a 3, but then that's a 2, so that doesn't work, so it's that way. And this apparently resolves. Sure it does. How? You have to be a 2 or a 2 by 2. Oh yeah, I see it. It's 2 by 2. 2 by 2. There we go. Staring into space. Holy moly, we still haven't got to the 5 and 6. This area is different. This area is definitely bigger than the other 2 areas we did. I'm pretty sure. We're still not even at gold. One more would do it. Let's do that now. Which one though? I guess the 4. And there's probably another hidden one somewhere. Underneath. Oh, wait, there's you. You're a 5. But we're doing the 4 first. So there's 2 5s and then a 6. They're going to have to be next time. The 6 is there. So 4 here first. 1, 2, and 3. Mingle shape. Okay, 1, 2, 3, mingle shape. 1, 2, and 3, mingle shape. 1, 2, and 3, mingle shape. So you're a 2 or a 3, but you can't be a 3, so you're a 2. That makes this a 3, so which means it has to go to that, and it has to go there. Then that makes this a single. That makes this a 2, which makes this a single, which makes this a 3. This is a 2, that's fine. You could go that way or that way. This 3 can't go upwards, because it would hit this 3, so it's a horizontal 3. If it's a horizontal 3 here, well, so at least that's true. So remember this is a 3. So then like 1s and 2s need to go up here basically. Oh, in fact, hold on. This has to be a 2. 1, 3 has to be a 2. It can't go down, so it goes that way. That can't go that way, so it's a 2 that way. This could be a 1 and a 3 or a... But if that were a 1, this has to be a 3, and it would clash with this 3, so that's not a 1. It's part of this 3. This is a 1. This is a 2. This is a 1. Then somehow this resolves. This has to be a 2, which could go in either direction. This either has to be a 1 or a 3. Can't be a 3, so it's a 1. This has to be a 2 now. And didn't that have to be a 2? Yeah, that has to be a 2 as well, so it does that, and that's a 3. That's a 4? How is that a 4? That's like easier than some of the 3s we've done. And now I know what it's like to be playing Thinky Dailies. 5, 6. Probably could like take the statistics of like how long people... Like the problem is it's not just about how long people take to solve it. Like you really need to be able to see a lot of people actually doing it to get the like how easy a thing is. But do you really like, it's sort of based on like, are you just like applying the rules over and over again? And if you are, then I think that makes it like a very easy one. And it feels like that I was just applying the rules without any like extra thought. It's just the basic rules pretty much. And there's like that corner rule. I do kind of feel like this area maybe has too many puzzles. I'm not sure I felt like they've all been unique enough to need to exist, but whatever. Who am I to say that puzzles shouldn't exist? So we've got 2 5s and a 6. Do we think we can do them all next time? I do not know, but we'll try. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.